Ortiz had a great night. Who was a Golden Boy fighter.
Oh yeah.
Right? So he's just like,
Yeah,
yo, bro, like,
surprise. Oh yeah, he looked great.
I mean, listen, right now at 154, he's looking like that guy. Oscar got him.
He is.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, kid, you can go. And I think Kid Austin's put himself in that situation.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
what
Absolutely.
speaking of Ortiz, let's talk about Ortiz real quick. How big of a statement was that?
Huge. It was totally huge because, like, I personally was afraid because he's got that mean streak where he just jumps in and wants to destroy you, even if he takes some shots. So I was thinking that that's how he was going to play this, and he did total opposite of what I thought.
Yeah.
He took his time. He imposed his will, but he also boxed. I mean, he took shots well. He totally dogged Majimov. He looked amazing to me.
I'll tell you this, and I know Bud's your boy. I know that's your guy. All right?
Yeah. He's my guy.
They both came up from 147 to 154.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Granted, Majimov looked bigger than Bud, or about whatever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Bud, he got hit a lot with that fight. He didn't, whatever. He ended up winning in the decision, right?
Yeah.
Virgil looked way bigger.
He is. Virgil is big. He's moved up, but you have to remember too, he's always had trouble losing weight. He is a big guy. Like, he is big guy.
Yeah.
And he's super fucking strong. I mean, he did exactly what he needed and what he needed to do. And I have to admit, like, at first I was like, I think Majimov might take it. Mm-hmm. You know, because I thought that his game plan was going to be the same as it was in his previous fights.
Listen,
I was wrong.
I feel like when I was watching the fight, Virgil, right, from the onset of the fight, right, you look at Majimov, he's doing this kind of the same thing with buddies, in and out, he's bouncing.
Yeah.
By like the fourth round, he took that away. Virgil was like, all right, I'm going to take your body away. And there was a point where he was just like, oh, I can't. And he just gloved up and started trying to take away what Virgil was doing. Virgil was beating the hell out of him. He took his legs.
Like a piñata.
Bro, he looked strong. Like
he did,
like
and he is strong. Yeah. He's super strong. Mm-hmm. He's always been strong. I mean, he's come up with some of my kids, and they fought back and forth, and he's always been strong. He is strong, and he's super nice outside of the ring. He's the nicest guy ever, but in the ring, it's just like something switches.
Listen, he looked very, like, I'm gonna keep it real. He looked dominating at 154. Like, his size, he looked like he can go to 160. Like, that's
I
that's
agree.
how big he looked. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason Boots didn't want this smoke at 154.
Honey, listen.
I was like,
he would destroy Boots.
Listen, I'm not gonna. I was sitting there like, bro, you seen it in Majimov's face. Like, he was sitting there like,
he was. Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, like, and listen, that's exactly what Virgil needed. He needed that.
He did. This was like a make it or break it for Virgil.
Yeah,
it was. And I hate to say that with all his talent, but it was. Yeah. And this just solidified who he is and what he is. It just sealed the deal.
Yeah, no, listen, it makes me want to. And I'm not gonna lie. I think he beats Fundora at 154.
I do.
I think he beats Charlo. I think he beats whoever's. Listen, I don't. Outside of, and I think him and Bud would be 50-50 for me, personally, because of his size. And we're not going to get a Bud versus Ortiz fight. I think Canelo's the last fight. But I think at 154, I believe that this kid is going to unify. And listen, as a Puerto Rican, thank God he didn't take Xander Zayas. I think he would have killed him.
There was talks. Yeah. There's talks still about that.
Not right now. He's not ready for Virgil. Virgil looked good. The speed didn't bother him. And he reminded me of a young Chavez, right? Whenever Chavez would fight these fast fighters, I'm going right to the body early. I'm going to take your legs, and I'm going to see what you got. And that's exactly what he did. It was very
smart.
impressive.
So freaking smart.
He showed athleticism. He showed smartness. He showed toughness.
Yeah.
Showed power. Showed an IQ.
He didn't slow down. He didn't slow down.
If I was anybody, and it was a question at one point, like, yo, at 154, who's the guy? I'm going to say it's Virgil right now. I believe it's Virgil Ortiz, and I want to see what happens in this division. Is Bud now? I'm not Bud. Is Boots going to go up to 154? He was talking about that. Are we going to see guys go up? I think he's going to be hesitant because Virgil. I think he's going to be the king of that division.